Whenever people ask me about my top 5 characters in Star Wars, they are always shocked to find out that Yoda always makes the list. So it's fair to say that I'm quite excited with the news slash rumor that Yoda will be appearing in The Acolyte. So, with The Acolyte being set 100 years before Star Wars Episode 1, obviously this means that Yoda was active during that time. Now, whether we see him or not, who really knows? There probably will be mentions of him if we don't see him, and they are very much at Coruscant from what we can see multiple times during the series, so it would honestly make sense. Now, for the people that are confused, Yoda is actually fully active during the High Republic. This is definitely a thing. So, obviously, there is already some expectation from fans. Now, we've seen Yoda pop up in unexpected places ever since Disney took over, so you never know. To me, honestly, if he was to appear in this, it makes sense. I don't see it, as some people are saying, in a negative way, that it's fan service. I don't see how it's fan service if you expect to see him along with the Jedi when they're in the Jedi Council, right? Like, that kind of doesn't make sense to me why people would be upset about that. It's not fan service, it's just sort of expected, right? If they were to make another prequel set between episode 1 and 2 and we go to the Jedi Temple, I expect to see most of the Jedi that were during that time there, right? Like Plo Koon, Yoda, Obi-Wan, young Anakin training. So to me, it's fine. I just more want to know, what would he be doing? Is he going to get involved with the plot? Like, does that technically break canon then? Probably not, but we don't know. There's a lot of questions and expectations going into this series, but also we got to remember they can't break canon. So they got to be careful with what they bring in and how they deal with it. It would kind of be really stupid if Yoda pops up in this, they're dealing with Sith acolytes, and then suddenly 100 years later, he's like, oh, who could have thought these guys returned? I never heard about them. Thought we took care of them all those hundreds of years ago. It's like, Yoda. You literally fought them. Come on, bro. Like, 100 years ago. It's literally logged right here. So that would be kind of canon breaking, but I expect that they're probably going to handle it in a smart way. And if he does somehow get involved with this plot with the Sith and acolytes and everything, well, they're going to have to find a very interesting way to get around him forgetting. So we'll see. But it's definitely not fan service if he appears in it, guys. Like, it just makes sense.